Hey everyone, Helena here with your shiny shove, that push, that prod, that nudge to help you have a really great day. And today is all around allowing miracles. You know, yesterday I allowed a wonderful miracle to happen simply by the intention of holding space for connecting to people. And because I was facilitating that, I actively stayed with those two people for a little period of time. What that brought was the miracle of a whole new conversation, a whole new product that might actually just come about with such ease and grace that really it felt like a little miracle. It felt like an answered prayer. So part of miracles is asking. So in order to allow miracles, you have to kind of really expect them, but also demand them in some way. So what I mean by that is you can ask for what you want. You can actively keep putting out the vibe around I need a particular thing or I want a particular thing. Those two are slightly separate, but they are still a demand in some way. And then actively go about your day expecting that miracle, but also in the willingness of allowing that miracle. And stay generous and giving because you just don't know how much kind of karma you're putting into the karma kitty as such. And I'm not saying that the two are directly high. I'm not saying that the two are directly linked, but I am suggesting that the more generous of spirit you are, the more curious about when will this miracle come for me, and the more focused you are on the intention that sits behind the demand that you've just made, this little miracle. And the reason I'm calling it a miracle is because it's something that you weren't necessarily anticipating would come to be, but it's something that you really would like. So just sitting in the intention of, wow, that would be amazing and incredible, and look what that would create, actively then allows you and your universe to energize. Hi, Joe. To energize around that. So I'm inviting you to really create a space inside yourself to ask for the miracle and demand the thing that you want, or intend the thing that you need to come to you. Then I'm inviting you to be really generous of spirit around that, because that's a tiny little thing that you can actively do. So yesterday, all I wanted to do was to connect these two people, one of whom I knew had the solution, or at least the beginnings of a solution and the reassurance that the other person needed and had some angst around. So by doing that, I was just sat in the generosity of spirit. What came about was that I now have an entire new venue to do one of my things, and I actually potentially have somebody who is going to be joining me on the retreat that I'm running in June. So you just never really know. I didn't set out for either of those two things to happen. I'd been holding an intention to bring some people who really need and desire the growth that the retreat will be happening in. I'd been setting a desire to potentially expand the offering that I had around the other thing. I now have a venue for that, and I have a potential person, or one of the 8 people that are going to be joining me in June. So I'm inviting you to really kind of think about, what is your intention, what is the miracle that you are wanting or desiring, and what is the generosity that you can set behind that intention, so that you can allow the miracles to happen. I'd love to know how you get on. Many blessings. Have a great, wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you next time.